In my last video, I explained the fundamentality of awareness, that something cannot exist without awareness, and awareness cannot exist without something to be aware of. Furthermore, that awareness must lack characteristics or attributes of any kind in order to exist as awareness. So, if one can understand that everything requires awareness, then what awareness actually is no thing, since it must lack all characteristics of anything it is aware of. So, what is no thing? Well, in simple, nothingness is everything. If I look around, I can see that everything I experience is limited by the difference that surrounds it. For example, a red ball on a black background. The red ball could not exist without the difference of the black background, and vice versa. Now, let's eradicate the assumption that this image is a three-dimensional space to which the black background exists behind the red ball, and observe this image literally, as it appears in two-dimensional space. You see, in two-dimensional space, the black background cannot continue behind the red circle. Instead, it must come to an end as soon as the red circle begins. On the flip side, the red circle must also reach an end to which the black background begins. Seeing the image specifically this way is fundamental for experiencing reality in a direct fashion. Simply observe your surroundings and notice that every color is limited by difference of color. Every sound is limited by difference of sound. Every smell is limited by difference of smell. Every taste is limited by difference of taste. Every thought is limited by difference of thought, and so on. Every single finite limited thing is limited by the difference of that specific thing. Now, here's where things get stranger. Difference can only be recognized if both differences can be compared. For example, one can only know the difference that separates black and red by being able to observe both colors and compare the difference. In other words, without the black background, there would be no difference to impose limitation on the red circle, and there would be no red circle, only infinite red. If infinite red were truly infinite, there would be no room for any other color, meaning there would be no difference to distinguish red into individuality, meaning red could not be red. In the same way, limited finite reality can only be recognized by something that does not possess the same finite limitations. The only reason you can recognize the difference in everything is because that which you are lies outside of the limitation in order to compare the differences and experience finite individual appearances. Notice that the limitations that physical reality abide by are the same limitations that the body abides by. There is an edge to which the colors of your body end and the colors of your surroundings begin, all able to be experienced due to the comparison of differences, all recognized by something that resides outside of the limitations of these differences in order to compare them. Therefore, the answer to the original question of what is no thing is, nothing is literally no limitation, no finitude, no separation, no division, no distinction, no individuality, no shape, no size, no color, no smell, no sound, no thought, no name, and so on. You can look at or think of anything and see that it is recognized by something that is not limited in the same way, and that everything you can look at or think of is limited and finite. Consequently, that which recognizes this reality must be infinite, and furthermore, that which recognizes this reality is awareness. Therefore, awareness is no thing, and no thing possesses no characteristics to prevent it from being everything, meaning awareness is everything. But why is this important? What am I supposed to do with this information? Well, what I'm suggesting is that life is quite different than what we've originally assumed it to be. What I'm suggesting is that despite the numerous differences that limit finite reality into existence, despite the difference of opinions, despite the difference of shape and size, color and form, the aspect of reality which recognizes these differences infinitely spans across all dualities, all difference, all humans, all animals, and insects. that there is no such limitation imposed upon awareness to localize or separate itself into individual humans, meaning we cannot possess individual awareness, only individual form. Here is further questioning that can be done post watching this video. Can I say that there is awareness of something? Can I experience that awareness lacks the characteristics of that which I am aware of? Do I experience awareness to be separate from that which I am aware of? What exactly causes the appearance that awareness reaches an end to which unawareness begins? What characteristics does awareness possess? What characteristics does awareness lack? How could awareness be equal to nothing? How could nothing be equal to infinity?